The Penguin, Episode 3, now out, so let's talk about it. The newest episode of Penguin is now available on HBO Max for you guys to go and check out. The third episode officially dropped now, and the first two episodes have been superb, man. Incredible. HBO at its best. Writing, characters, story, performance, everything. It's just like watching a HBO classic, man. It's that good. So I was super excited for episode 3. And I'll tell you what, episode 3 somehow manages to raise the bar higher than before. It just keeps getting better and better and better. The quality starts going up even more. And it's just like, surely there's going to be an episode that's bad, right? But no, it just continuously gets better and better and better. This episode is all about character growth and development. Especially for one character, really, that got a lot of development, is Victor. And it starts with the opening sequence, man. We finally figure out how his family disappeared, how they died, what happened. And now we're starting to understand Victor as a character a lot more. Because he's at a rooftop and he's sitting there. And this is during the events of the Batman, the movie, where the Riddler explodes the banks and the water rushes in. So he's already seeing explosions go left, right, and center. And next thing you know, boom, the water comes and it just wipes out everything in its path straight into and kills his family. They had no chance. Victor being on there, watching this as helpless as he could be. He could not do anything to save them. And then as we go through in this episode, we start to understand Victor a lot more. When he's nervous, when he's having a breakdown, when he's getting, that traumatic experience is starting to hit him, we start to see him stutter more. And that's very evident throughout this episode. It's showcasing you that Victor has a lot of issues deep down that he has not handled yet. And you can see that he's not fully caught up with the idea of that it's not his fault. He still feels very much that it is his fault that his family's not there and that he couldn't save them. So as we're going through, we get this beautiful scene in the bathroom when Oz comes in after a breakdown in the club by Victor because, the lights, people, everything like that. Things start to trigger that traumatic experience he had. So he starts having flashbacks as if he's still there with the water coming in and everything like that. So he's already losing it. So he goes to the bathroom. Oz comes in. And this is something that I said Rings of Power could not do. They just did not have, the writing or anything like that could just not get this. They couldn't set the scene like this. The scene of them in there, the atmosphere, the dialogue, the performances are absolutely top tier, man. So you see that Victor wants to go and be with this girl that he loved. And he feels like he can't leave because Oz is going to kill him in that. But Oz is telling him, you could leave at any moment. You think I'm holding you hostage. And it's this moment where Oz brings out his gun and says, this is what you feel when you're with me. You feel like I'm holding a gun to your head. And it's this beautiful character moment for Oz and for Victor. Because then Oz gives him this insanely beautiful speech about life and how you can go live an ordinary life. Go do that. You amount to nothing. You have nothing. No one will care. Or you can be here with me and we can go and do something, make something of our life. So you already can see that Oz actually cares for Victor. And that's one of the things that we're learning about Oz is he's not just this tyrant that wants to be at the top. He does care about other people. And you can see that with his mother. He cares about his mother. But he really does. You can see that he's taking Victor under his wing and that Victor is like a son to him. But this is Victor's chance to see that Oz is not just this person that's holding him hostage. And this is a key moment in the character arc of Victor and Oz as well. Because Oz now must trust Victor's going to make the decision. The correct one and the right one. So he allows Victor to go and leave. And this is the moment where Victor now must choose. He can either go all in with Oz or he can go and leave. This is his flight or fight moment. Because as you get into the final bit of this episode, you obviously see that Salvatore's family have found Oz and Sophia. So they've got them there. They're about to eliminate them, find out information, whatever. As Victor comes back from not leaving with her after watching her get on the bus and go, he comes back in the car. And now he has the moment where he can charge in with the car and save Oz and go all in or go away. So it's this beautiful moment. And then when you see that happen, you now know that Victor is all in. And I think it's such a great moment for the character itself of Victor, because you're starting to understand the layers of this character and what makes him motivated. And then obviously you have Oz in here as well, and we're seeing more of Oz, how he cares for people, his motivations, what he's willing to do to get there, how good he is at reading a room and directing things to different ways and getting what he wants. But man, there is one character. Sophia Falcone. Oh my word. Firstly, the performance is absolutely top tier. Emmy-worthy performance right now. It is just incredible. Whenever Sophia's on screen, I'm glued to the screen at all times. Because the way that they've set up Sophia, we know that there's something to her backstory. Now we know that Oz kind of screwed her over at the same time. So we know she got put in Arkham because of what happened with Oz and her father. Something happened there. Is she really truly psychotic? She could be. That's a mystery, and that's something that has kept me glued to her character, because I'm like, I want to know more about this. What makes her psychotic? But when she's in the room, no matter who's in there, it feels like Sophia's always a step ahead. It feels like she's already worked out what is happening before anything has been said. And that moment when she's in the club and she's talking to the other group that she wants to distribute this new drugs, the way that she's able to manipulate them in that conversation that is just unreally compelling, brilliantly written, the dialogue is top tier, to make her come across as the smartest person in that room that knows how to give an answer to a question that they don't want the answer to. What I mean by that is she basically what she did is she was like, I have this deal for you. And there's only going to be two answers to this deal. You're either going to accept this deal or you're going to accept this deal. And she puts it in that way that there's no other alternative. That's the only way you answer the question. You either take it or not. Nope. You take it or take it. That's the only option. And Sophia is just so freaking good, man. And now the ending of this episode, when they leave Sophia behind, I want to know now what is going to happen. Give me episode 4 now. I need it, man. This show is just getting better and better and better with each episode, man. It's just so incredible. So I really enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Did you guys enjoy it? Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.